Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Martin D. Tuilai Field for this Varsity soccer matchup between the St. Mary's Saints and your St. Paul's Crusaders here on SPSN, the St. Paul Sports Network. I'm Alton Bowser along with Sander Campbell. So, Sander, what should we be keeping our eyes on as the Crusaders look to extend their undefeated run?
I mean, St. Mary's is a great team, number one in B Conference right now. Not only this game, but the next game coming up for St. Paul's. This is obviously most definitely the hardest stretch of games for St. Paul so far. Going up against number one St. Mary's, then number two Severn. Severn has an overall record 4-0 in the conference, SP 3-0, both undefeated. As you said earlier, they're both looking to extend their undefeated agenda. But I think it's going to be a well-played game. SP coming off big wins off of kind of low-level teams. This might be a wake-up call for them, or they might be able to carry on the momentum. I think it's going to be a great game today. Excited to see how things play out.
Yeah, St. Paul's coming off a big Senior Day win versus Mount Carmel on Tuesday, 7-0. We saw a whole slew of senior goal scorers there. And 2 weeks ago, our second-to-last conference game versus Indian Creek, 5-0. So we've been... combined, we've scored 18 goals and only conceded 2 after 3 weeks of conference games, or 3 conference games rather. And I think we're going to see a lot of big performances. Also notably, Ali Estrada injured in the last game, so we won't see him today. Probably more of Finn Ivory or Adler Dotson up top in the offense.
Adler had a hat trick last game, I believe. No? 2 goals. Adler had 2 goals last game. Adler hoping and hopefully he'll be able to carry on this great offensive stretch. And now with almost a minute left till game time, both teams get on the sidelines warming up, stretching, getting ready.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely also looking at Jacob Yishak in the midfield. Played very good against Mount Carmel. Definitely a big piece of that win. He's looked very sound at his position, a great passer, being able to distribute it up to the top a whole lot for the Crusaders, and he's definitely becoming a key piece of this midfield, which is so strong for the Crusaders. Also, Max Levesque in the midfield. We see Jonas Patolnik in there sometimes as well.
Coaches and spectators. Offensive language including profanity, racial or ethnic slurs, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, event staff, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated. You may access digital rosters for today's game by scanning the QR codes located on each of our spectating plazas and both sides of our press
If this Crusader 11 is what I assume to be the starting 11. Notable change in Tommy Cheswick starting. I haven't seen him start any home games so far. We're going to take a break for the anthem. And we're back as the 11s take the field. Finlay Goldstein starting in the net for the Crusaders. Crusaders break the huddle. We see looks that the Crusaders won first possession, and we've seen this happen so many times. Every time, or every kickoff, they've earned 4 guys on the far side of the field. Levesque plays it long, and Crusaders try to find it. Great to put the early pressure on the Saints. Levesque takes 1 touch, boots it long. 4 Navy shirts in the area as expected. Yishak looking towards the middle. Berger's ball through the middle, intercepted. Levesque, a high one over the top. Ivory's trying to get on it. And it's in the keeper's hands pretty nicely. Evans wins his battle in the air, trying to get it going downfield. On the far sideline, the advantage isn't played, but the Crusaders earn themselves a free kick. Moore looking for Spitolnik on this close sideline. Cheswick tries the through ball to Spitolnik, but he can't beat his defender there. Kimball's there in the middle, trying to turn with it.
He's cool. He came to championship games.
Berger gets in a nice challenge on the far sideline, but the Crusaders can't keep control. It's Yishak and Cheswick putting pressure. Unfortunate bounce off of Cheswick. Long throw in taken down the sideline. Kimball wins it in the midfield, leaves it for Dodson. Looking for Ivory, his pass just scuffed. Berger forced to come in to clean up, but can't get it going downfield. Evans is going to shield this one out, and we're going to see Finn Lake Gold with his first goal kick. It might be Brendan Moore, actually. I think it is Moore that takes the goal kicks. Moore looking towards the half-field line in that clump of Navy shirts. It's exactly where he puts it. Crusaders can't win it in the air. Late Gold, a driven pass through the midfield. Still, Crusaders can't find it. High ball over the top from Berger. Dodson's tracking it, but St. Mary's keeps it in this close corner. Moore keeps possession for the Crusaders, but unfortunately can't keep it in. The short throw this time, the touch from Cheswick trying to flick it onto Dodson is unsuccessful. Dodson finds it this time. Got a lot of defenders in his way. Plays the right wing to Ivory. His drop back to Yishak is unsuccessful as well. Brendan Moore under a little pressure keeps his composure and clears it out of bounds. High ball over the top again. Evans gets a little bit of contact in the air, and I think the ball will be going how the Crusaders want it, and it's going to be Brendan Moore. Plays the short ball to Levesque, opting out of the long ball. Levesque takes it. Instead, Dodson trying to keep control of it. Man goes down, and the call follows for the Saints. Crusaders so far haven't been able to create really any threatening attacks, but it's still early. High ball off the left foot from Levesque. Dodson putting on the pressure. Cheswick's there for reinforcements. Nobody can really come up with a tackle. That's Berger fighting for it on the far sideline. Evans gets tripped up, and I think it will be going the other way. Moore plays it short to Evans. His first touch just a little bit too far away. Here's Berger's throwing down the sideline, looking for Ivory. I think a push called on Bronson Berger, and it will be going towards the Crusaders' net. Definitely looking to put this one in the box or close to the box. Lake Gold gets under it and collects it fairly easily. Gets that punt pretty far, lands over half field. Crusaders can't find control, but it's still going in the direction they want it. Levesque's got a man on his back. High ball still in the midfield. Cheswick heads it on. Yishak still under it. Gets the touch with his chest. Yishak still in control. Tries to cut it back. But a St. Mary's player gets in the way. Just too many white shirts in the area to be dribbling into. As Moore plays back all the way to Lake Gold. Evans with the long ball. Ishak catches a little shoulder maybe, but no call, and Crusaders are then unable to find the long ball. Another long one by Evans towards Dodson. Oh, the through ball almost makes it through from Ivory. Yishak finds the control. Last touch just too far away. Yishak trying to whip on into the box. Makes a nice move on his defender. Looking towards the middle. A lot of white shirts. And nobody there to capitalize. A good cross from Yishak. Evans has plenty of time to put this one back up. Ivory's under it. Ivory takes one touch, but is able to keep it in, and a corner kick awarded to the Crusaders. That's Max Levesque on the left foot.
Both teams right now just waiting for their games to develop. I'd say the ball has equally been on both sides of the field so far in this game, but right here is a real opportunity for SP to get the ball in the back of the net. And if we come out scoring this early in the game, that will really project us and just put us in such a comfortable spot later on. But we have to see a pretty precise kick by Levesque here.
For sure, we see 5 Crusaders lined up right on the 6-yard box, 3 just outside the 18. Here's the ball from Levesque right around that 6-yard range, but the keeper's able to come off his line. The handball called off of Yishak's touch. And that's going to be around the 30-yard line or so. Definitely going to be able to put this one into the box. The same 5 guys lined up right on the 18. We saw Levesque on a similar free kick on the closer sideline, I think, against Indian Creek, and that's when Estrada scored his second goal of what became a hat trick in that game. Ball whipped in. Berger gets a head on it, just wide. A great ball in from Levesque, and a nice header at that, but just unable to find the net as number 18, Charles Sticka, checks in for Leland Kimball in the midfield. Sticka with a nice challenge, and Yishak able to gain control, plays down the close sideline to Cheswick, puts a nice move on his defender, looking towards the middle, nobody there. A nice ball from Cheswick, just too far. Goalie can't get a touch on it, but no Crusader home. Spitalnik able to get under the goal kick, but it will be going the other way. It's number 18, Charles Clark, for St. Mary's on all these throw-ins. Finn Lake Gold is going to be able to come off his line and collect this one uncontested. Can't find early possession off the punt from Lake Gold. Evans is going to be forced to play out of bounds. Alex Clark for the Saints with yet another throw-in. Gets it in the box, headed away. I believe Spitalnik or Moore on the header. And Berger's going to be able to get it going way downfield. Sticka wins it but can't keep it close enough. Very consistent punts from Finn and net so far. Finn Ivory gets caught up in a little tackle and the foul called against him. A high ball, but Henry's there to meet it. Cheswick there to clean up in the midfield, but it doesn't get too far. Called out of bounds going towards St. Mary's half. Sticka heads it on down the sideline, doesn't make its way out of bounds. Yeshak's there to find it. Finally some even numbers. Plays the sideline to Dodson. Dodson looking towards the middle, but offside's called on Dodson. Moore makes a nice tackle, forcing number 3, Kevin Canales, out of bounds. Spitolnik, another one straight down the sideline. Dodson tries to head it on. That ball played high to Levesque, straight into the goalie's arms. Ball down the sideline. Cheswick evades his defender nicely. Cheswick plays the through ball to Sticka. A nice look. Sticka looking towards the middle. Nobody's home. Ivory called for the foul right around the 18-yard box, but a great series of passes from Yeshak to Cheswick and Cheswick to Sticka. Sticka's ball cuts it right back around the 6, but no Navy jerseys in the area. Levesque plays Cheswick. The advantage is played. Cheswick's ball just under hit, and now Levesque is down in the midfield. Appears to be A-OK. Will Rentschler, number 7, checks into half field, looking to sub in, probably for somebody in this midfield. Maybe Ivory on the far sideline, but I'm unsure. And Levesque's going to be on this free kick from another dangerous area. Levesque has the leg to put this one all the way in a dangerous spot. Levesque whips this one in nicely. Sticka heads it on to Ivory. Can't find the shot. Rentschler comes in for Ivory as expected. And a well-deserved applause as Ivory exits the field. Yeshak goes down. I think he caught a little contact, and it's a yellow card given to number 18, Alex Clark, the right back of the Saints, forced to now exit the field. And have another free kick from an equally dangerous spot, even preferred Levesque closer to this sideline, able to whip it in on the left foot. Now it's Levesque looking to put this one around the 6-yard box. Does exactly that, but no Crusader in the area, but the offside's called onto the Crusaders around the 18. Potomac heads it forward for the Crusaders, but nobody there to collect it. Gishak now driving through the midfield, plays Cheswick. Cheswick stretches the field all the way to Rentschler. Rentschler looking to get this one in the box. 4 Navy jerseys there, but his pass doesn't come out cleanly. St. Mary's now with free kick from their own territory. The long ball played, number 11, Jordan Duckett on the far sideline. Can't keep in control as Evans puts a stop to it. Rentschler tries to take the throw in quick, but it's called to be going the other way. Another one down the sideline. Berger doesn't quite get a piece of it. Charles's clearance off, or out the back, off of the St. Mary's attacker. Goal kick makes it to about the center line. Dodson trying to head it on. Rentschler's tracking it but can't find it. 17:30 to play. Levesque can't keep it in. Number 13, Henry Sosman for St. Mary's. In for number 2, Andrew Kokoski. Moore forced to clean up on this close sideline. Definitely expecting a long throw in. This one's put into the box. Still unable to find a clearance. Levesque blocks the shot, and Berger gets it up the field. Dodson able to keep it in bounds, but can't stay on it, but they win the throw in. Plays the short throw into Levesque. The Crusaders take their time. High ball played from Moore, headed on by Dodson. Rentschler looks to be on the end of it, cuts it back in the middle. Number 7, Andrew Grizzle, the junior for St. Mary's, able to get in the way before Rentschler's shot. And another free kick for Levesque. He's been on all the set pieces today. This time Crusaders lining up around the 18. Lots of confusion in the box for St. Mary's. Ball makes it through the middle, but nobody able to find it still. Berger trying to put it back in, and another corner kick earned. Crusaders' strategy on that corner definitely confused the St. Mary's opponents. A lot of zigging and zagging with 6 Crusaders rushing the box, 1 already in the box. Whips this one in, and a header from Yishak! Crusaders take the lead with a great cross from Levesque. Yishak, I didn't even see him in the box. He was right behind the defender from my view, but the header straight in with power. It's Crusaders finally capitalize on one of these many set pieces they've had today.
I'm a big Yishak fan. That's just an average Yishak play. Yishak, the whole game so far, he's just been battling, giving his whole heart, and then he comes away with a goal there. Sneaks around the defender, just totally bamboozles them there, and scoring with just under 15 minutes left. Now the crowd's hype, we're hype, and ready to go.
Yeah, Kimball came back on, I believe, for... That's Cheswick on this left sideline. But yeah, definitely puts them at a big advantage in this game, especially they knew coming into it was going to be one of their harder opponents, but to go up in the first half, definitely a good sign. Blake Gold forced to play with his feet. Sticka leaves it for Levesque. Yishak now looking to stretch the field. Finds Kimball on the far sideline. Kimball's shot blocked. Dodson's there to clean it up. Blocked again. Levesque at the top of the box on his weak foot. Crazy attacking sequence from the Crusaders, putting a lot of pressure on that back line of St. Mary's. Moore has some pressure on him now, trying to get it going the other way. Does very successfully. Kimball can't keep control of it, but he earns a throw-in. Played short to Yishak, tackled. Yishak trying to maintain possession. Forced out of bounds. Throw in down the sideline is met by Kimball. Dodson heads it onto Yishak, trying to get around his defender. Can't successfully. Levesque has plenty of time in the midfield. Trying to put one in the box towards Rentschler, unsuccessful. Rentschler leaves it for Dodson on that far sideline. Dodson makes a move around his defender, looking at the net, but caught. limited angle to shoot there from Dotson. And he can't find the goal, but a nice shot on net. No matter what, keeping the pressure and keeping the ball in St. Mary's half. Foul called against the Crusaders, and they'll have it around midfield. Ball whipped in, headed away by Spitalnik, who's going to collect it yet again, leaves it for Kimball. Crusaders now on the breakaway, but that pass just played a little too long, looking for Spitalnik. Dodson plays it on to Yishak, but the next pass to Sticka, it's incomplete. Ten minutes to play in the first. Levesque finds Yishak's feet, but Yishak's pass towards Dotson is intercepted. Levesque trying to get this one going down the field, does so successfully. Yishak's there to meet it, and offside's called onto Jacob Yishak.
Just under 10 minutes left. St. Mary's yet to really have kind of a real offensive push. Not many shots on net so far, maybe one or two. Nothing worthy of like really a setup shot that could have an opportunity of getting in the goal. Got to get something going here because they're going to have a long break at halftime. Could either take away some of the momentum or maybe get in the right mindset, but got to try and do something before this half ends.
Ivory comes in for Dodson up top as the Crusaders have the Saints pinned deep in their territory. Don't have possession. Yet another well-earned applause for Dodson as he comes off. Foul called onto Sticka on that far side of the field again. Ball played high towards Kimball. Can't find the initial touch, but Spitalnik's going to get it going downfield. Yishak intercepts it, finds it from Kimball. Yishak plays Ivory down the left sideline. Ivory looking back to Yishak, but can't squeak the pass through. Will be Spitalnik on the throw-in, looking for somebody to cut back to him. Got to get it in play. Throws long. Crusaders can't maintain possession. Levesque plays it high. Kimball's under it. Sticka's probably going to be the first one to get a touch. Sticka heads it on to Yishak. Has plenty of time in the midfield. Plays Rentschler. Rentschler wins it but can't keep it in. And a goal kick. Evans is going to have plenty of time in the back line to get it up the field. Not towards a Crusader, but Yishak heads it towards Rentschler. Gets the call going the other way. And I believe a free kick from over there. Levesque's going to take it probably a lot like a corner, especially from the left foot. Crusaders have 7 guys around the 18 looking to crash the box. The last set piece was a success and a goal from Yishak. We'll see if they can do it again. Only 5:45 in the first. Here's Levesque. Crusaders crash the box. A high ball, far post from Levesque. Bronson Berger trying to turn in the box. His shot. Can't find the net. But a corner kick, is awarded to the Crusaders. I think his shot got a piece of a defender skipping through there. Hand goes up and down for Levesque. Played to the middle around the 6 over every Crusader. Here's Levesque again. Keeper's able to get a hand on it. Moore's there to clean it up. Hits the back of Kimball. No foul called on to Moore. Moore still down in the St. Mary's box. Moore is able to stand up on his own. He'll be A-okay. Just was looking for the call, didn't get it. Four minutes remaining in the first half. The throw-in never really makes it in. Sticka's under it, but the foul called for St. Mary's now. Around 40 yards out from the net. Definitely looking to put this one in the box in a dangerous spot. So all the Crusaders get back in the line on the 18. Kimball almost gets a piece of it from the wall. Evans heads it to safety for now. A booking on a Max Levesque in the box, and I believe that's number 18. What? Not number 18. Somebody else in some argument. But Max Levesque was on to number 4. That's Danny Castile. And Tommy Cheswick's forced to come in for Levesque. Still refs talking on the far sideline.
Just do the bullets anyways. It's actually
It's definitely going to be more looking long towards this clump of Navy jerseys in the midfield. I think it will be a drop ball to Finn Lakegold. He'll be able to punt this one away. Lakegold gets it to about half field. Rentschler can't find the touch. Crusaders still fighting for possession. Ivory able to block it. Ivory's second challenge is unsuccessful as a high ball played. Moore is able to head it back to Lakegold. Punt doesn't come out cleanly. Evans is able to win it back. Kimball now driving into the offensive third, but loses it. Cheswick there to collect it in the midfield. Plays on Yishak. Only a minute left in the first. That ball from Moore doesn't exactly do what he wanted it to. Spatonik's going to have the free throw, or the throw in. This is not basketball for the Crusaders on the close sideline. Yishak checks to him. Got a man on his back, forced to play. Evans now looks downfield. Kimball tries to get the header, and offside's called onto Cheswick. Yishak able to get under the goal kick, but can't keep it in bounds. And there's the buzzer. The Crusaders head into the locker rooms, leading the Saints 1-0, and we'll be back after a short break for half. And we're back for the second half. You could see on your screen right now, Crusaders still leading the Saints 1-0. If you want to talk about the stats, Sander.
Yeah, St. Mary's number 1 in B conference right now. And looking at the stat sheet, they don't look like a number 1 team right now. 1 shot, 0 assists, 0 goals. They've had absolutely nothing go on in this first half. Otherwise, St. Paul's 9 shots on net, 1 assist, 1 goal. Obviously, the assist being Max Levesque, goal being Jacob Ishak on the corner. St. Mary's is going to have to turn it up a little bit. Not a little bit, a lot in the second half if they're really going to try and live up to that number 1 ranking. St. Paul just got to keep playing the same game they've been playing the whole day. Hopefully get some more points on the board. Pretty sure it's the same lineup as starting lineup, but want to take from there, Alton?
Yeah, I mean, the Crusaders definitely having the large majority of the shots. It's probably about 65% possession in their favor as well. They've been controlling the ball pretty nicely in this midfield. We've seen these midfielders like Levesque, like Yishak, able to distribute the ball upfield towards the attackers very nicely so far, and I think we're going to see that continue into this second half. Yeah, it does appear to be the same lineup as we saw to start the game. And the Saints will start with it, with possession, that is.
Looking at the Saints' schedule, we've basically played all the same teams, and SP has beat these teams significantly more than St. Mary's. For example, 2-1 win St. Peter Paul for St. Mary's, then 6-2 win against Peter Paul for St. Paul. So maybe this matchup has always been in favor of SP, but it's not. The game's not over yet. A lot of time to play, so we'll see how this one turns out.
Early possession is handed over to the Crusaders. Berger's looking downfield on the throw-in. Just got the wind knocked out a little bit. Levesque trying to play the ball downfield. It got blocked, but right in the stomach. He will be able to get up and walk himself off. Just number 10, Sebastian Coons, comes in for the injured man. Evans now trying to put one into the middle. Yishak's on the end of it. A nice curling pass, but the offsides call no matter what. On to maybe Dodson, I believe, on the far side. Berger unable to turn on the close sideline. The ball will go the other way. Moore's forced to play out of bounds. He's calling for the tip, but no. Cheswick playing more of this top striker position, playing super high up. St. Mary's leaving 3 defenders back, not getting involved in their offense. That might be why they're lacking in shots so much. They're unable to get their whole team forward at once. Cross into the middle now. Ball's bouncing in the box, but the late goal's able to fall on it. The shove called on Yishak or on St. Mary's, sorry, and the ball's played along to Spitolnik. I'm not sure. I think he had to wait a little bit longer to play it. Levesque's going to have another shot at it from about 50 yards out. Plays short to Berger. Moore's telling his guys to stay in the box. Plays it high off the right foot. Gets to around the 18, but the keeper's going to be able to collect that one pretty easily. Big punt off of St. Mary's keeper, but they can't find possession. Berger plays long towards Dodson. Dodson gets ahead on it, but nobody there. Kimball trying to put the pressure, but can't find it in time. Push called onto Spitolnik off the punt, I believe. Number 18, Alex Clark, on the free kick, on a yellow card as well. Bounces to Levesque nicely for a clearance. Will go straight out. Levesque's clearance is blocked. He's able to get the second one going down the field. Kimball collects it in the midfield, trying to maintain possession. Can't do it cleanly. Evans plays short. Levesque now plays the ball, maybe looking for Dodson or Spitolnik. I'm not really sure, but Dodson gets in front of the pass. Leaves it for Spitolnik. His challenge is mostly unsuccessful. St. Mary's comes up with it now, looking downfield towards Moore. Moore makes a nice move, being able to turn, but can't keep it in bounds. Will be a throw-in for the Saints. Sticka unable to keep it in, and a corner kick. I think the first of the game will be awarded as the Saints finally pushing into the offensive third. Finn Ivory also comes up to half field, probably actually unsure who he'll come in for as the ball's whipped in. First St. Mary's gets ahead on it, but it doesn't go towards the goal. Spitolnik able to clear it up to Yishak. Can't keep it in himself. Will be a goal kick for Brendan Moore. And Kimball comes off for Ivory. The ball plays short to Moore. He'll be able to take some space. Crusaders just maintaining possession until I see an opening. Ball played downfield by Moore, looking towards Ivory, but it doesn't get through. Number 11, Jordan Duckett for the Saints, plays the long ball. The Crusaders come up with it. Evans finds Yishak on the close sideline. Takes one too many touches and can't keep going through the midfield. Sticka's challenge comes up successful. Ivory trying to get in the way of the clearance, but can't in time. Cheswick on the close sideline puts one all the way. Far post in the box. Adler almost gets a head on it. Levesque plays to Cheswick, tries to settle it with his chest. Doesn't keep it close enough, but Berger runs through it. Berger now charging through the midfield. Plays the ball towards Ivory, but it's a little too long. Yishak, his challenge comes up successful. Cuts it back, looking to stretch the field. Spitalnik's there, but he's a little late. Ball's going the other way. Spitalnik limping a little bit on the far sideline. Goes back to the ground after standing up. But I believe he'll be okay to continue. Yes, Spitalnik is going to head off the field, and that's Anderson, number 8, coming in his position. Anderson played a lot on senior day. We saw a lot of his throw-ins. Unsure if he was able to score. I think he was normally a defender, but he was playing a little higher up for senior day. Yishak wins the ball in the midfield. Plays the give and go to Sticka, but can't keep it in. Ball bounces to Cheswick, trying to play Dodson. Dodson somehow keeps control of it. Dodson, just the last touch, runs into the defender there. And the Crusaders will have the throw in around the 50. Ball headed on by Cheswick. The high through ball played, some pressures onto Evans. Evans trying to shield it for late goal, and he does so successfully. Smart play from Evans and Moore. Yishak plays the curling through ball to Dodson. Dodson gets on the end of it, but a save. A high punt. Ivory trying to get the first touch. Foul on the Crusaders, and it will be going towards their half. A long ball played. Anderson gets on the end of it with a header, but can't get it going. Forward, Anderson wins it. Down the sideline, keeps it in. They can't keep possession for very long. Ball played to the far post. Lake Gold has somebody on his back, but it doesn't matter. Cheswick looking downfield towards Ivory. Yishak comes up with it, and I think his touch either deflected or just shanked a little bit. And the Crusaders earn a corner kick on this close side. That will be Levesque. Levesque on numerous set pieces today. We've seen a whole lot of corners and free kicks from pretty far out now. Crusaders electing to line up around the 18. Movement now, Levesque trying to put it in the box, gets it to the far post. Cheswick's there, but the hand, and then Dodson shot, is high from the half volley. Number 12, James Younger. In for Jordan Duckett for the Saints. Yishak's the first one on the goal kick, but can't keep it close enough. Cheswick gets a kick in the face trying to go for the header there, and he's down. Yeah, and a card will be awarded to number 1 for the high kick there. Will be another free kick from this familiar spot for Max Levesque. Levesque directing his men to the far post, looking to cut inside to the box. Ball goes exactly where everybody is. Gets a head on it. That's Dodson, but can't beat the keeper. Cheswick gets the head on the goal kick. Slides but can't find the second challenge. Number 3, that's Kevin Canales, driving into the offensive third, but Dotson wins it back for the Crusaders. Dotson looking towards Yishak. Yishak maybe plays Cheswick down the sideline. He does exactly that. Cheswick tries to play back to Dotson, who's still in control of it. Levesque has plenty of time to settle in the midfield. Berger's going to be able to get this one up, and the keeper will handle it easily. The punt makes it pretty far. Moore has a little bit of pressure on him, but Lake Gold will come well off his line as Leland Kimball comes up to half field, maybe coming in for Cheswick or Dodson. And Spatolnik's going to come in for Finn Ivory. Anderson comes off as well for Kimball. Throw in taken from from Spatolnik, sorry. Levesque trying to get it in the box. Evans is going to look to put this one forward. Berger cuts it back, loses his defender, looking towards the middle now. Sticka almost gets the touch, and Levesque, I believe, gets a field goal from about 40 yards out. A very impressive field goal if it was football, however. That's Dodson on the close sideline, looking to play the through ball to Yishak. Keeper's well off his line, and he'll be able to collect it. Spatolnik plays back. And a free kick will be awarded. Levesque's going to be putting it down the field for the Crusaders. Berger looks downfield towards Yishak. Can't find the header. Yishak plays the ball to Dodson. The keeper's well off his line again, and he's able to collect it. Here's Berger. Sticka misses the touch in the midfield. Dodson's able to recover it. It's Patolnik on the far sideline now. Levesque looking towards Yishak, able to keep it in. Yishak gets taken down. I'll be back in just a second. Sanders going to take it over for a minute.
Yeah, thanks, Alton. Free kick now. Levesque's going to take it. Alton will be right back. Levesque is going to give it the lefty boot. It's going to look like they're going to run their usual 5-man to the left, one guy by himself. That one guy being Yishak. Might be the similar kind of pick and roll type play they ran earlier, which pretty sure resulted in a Yishak goal. But no, it's just a shot on net off the crossbar. Great shot by Levesque. Just needed to put it a little bit more closer to the ground and probably a little bit to the left or the right. Because even if it was on mark to go in the net, goalie was right there. Now, keeper's going to give it the boot. Out of bounds, going St. Mary's way. Game right now is kind of going back and forth, pretty mellow right now. Both teams giving all they got for the last about 15 minutes. But not much has happened, you know. St. Mary's kind of looking like just kind of crawling, scratching, trying to get something. They have been in their offensive zone more. Maybe have taken 3 more shots this half. But still nothing yet to like help them succeed. Gotta get something going. We've been preaching that all day, but SP being on top's not a bad thing. The half Yishak with the shot. It's going to be Spatolnik with the shot. Rebound. A lot of confusion right in front of the net. St. Mary's is going to clear it. Moore sends it right back. Yishak's going to have it by himself. He's not really pressured here. I'm going to hand it back off to Alton. But great pass by Levesque.
Another unfortunate attack. Can't find a goal, but threatening to say the least.
I think it's going to be a corner now. Or
They're calling for it, but I don't think they're going to get it. Patolnik can't find Sticka in the midfield. Under it again. Kimball down the sideline. Nobody's there. Dodson's trying to track it down. Patolnik now on the throw-in, plays to Yishak's feet. pass forced out of bounds by Spitalnik, but it will be another Saints throw in on the far side. Moore clears it, but only for a little bit. St. Mary's now pushing hard. That pass towards the corner. Number 2 is able to keep it in. That's Andrew Kokoski in the corner. Plays to the middle. Levesque's there on the clearance, and that will be a throw-in for the Crusaders on the close sideline. And it will be Berger probably looking towards Anderson or maybe even Levesque in the midfield if he checks to him. Crusaders still with this 1-0 lead. The pass makes it all the way through. Yishak has one man on his back trying to beat him. Here's the shot. Scores! Jacob Yishak, his second of the day, extends the Crusaders' lead with only 13 left to play. An incredible ball. I didn't think it was going to make it all the way up to him, but it did bounce right to his feet. Was battling the man on his back for a while. Goalie definitely gets a piece of it, but it's able to roll through. Crusaders bring back the energy, especially with this crowd down there. Today, the energy's definitely back in the building. Crusaders now have a little safety net going into the final 13 minutes of the second half.
Yishak deserved that one. Whole game just been battling, giving all he got. If anyone deserves these 2 goals, it's Yishak. Now going to be a call maybe for Dodson. Tripped.
Yeah, Dodson gets taken down. Now the free kick is going to be an awkward distance. You might honestly see him look at net. It's very far. Plays short to Yishak. Here's the shot blocked.
Yishak could have had a hat trick there if the St. Mary's defender wasn't right in front of him.
A good look, though, from Levesque. It was an awkward distance from about that 35 yards out. It would have to be a long shot, but it's also hard to get in across from there. Kimball settles with his chest, looking to the far post towards Cheswick. Keeper's able to come off his line. Punt taken quickly. Should be plenty of Navy in the area to handle it. Berger gets it way down and out of bounds. Ball played forward from St. Mary's. Moore is there. Spitalnik gets taken down while he's tracking back, and it will be St. Paul's ball. Long ball played from Levesque towards Dotson. Heads it on. Anderson's trying to track it down. Beats his defender to it. Looking towards the middle. Forced out of bounds for a corner. Believe Levesque's going to make his way on the corner. He'll take his time. 10:50 on the clock. Crusaders now not committing as much to the corner kick. We see Berger and Moore playing a little bit deeper. These guys stacked in various positions, mostly around that 6-yard box. Yishak choosing to play high. Low ball driven into the near post, and they can't find it. No foul called onto Cheswick. Moore runs all the way from his spot on defense for the shot. It just rolls wide. Cheswick gets a yellow and forced to come off. Ivory to step in for his spot. Nice to have some fresh legs at Cheswick's position anyway. That far post is, or that far sideline has seen a lot of action so far, and we'll see Ivory take his spot. Goal kick's kind of low. Dodson can't settle it. Ivory now cuts back, looking to stretch the field. Almost makes it to Anderson, but not quite. Spitolnik puts a good move on his defender now, taking it down the sideline for himself, looking towards the middle and Yishak, but it doesn't make it to him. High ball played. Evans with a little bit of pressure, but he'll be able to handle it and keep it in Crusaders' possession. Ball kept in on the far sideline. Now I believe out off of Yishak's touch. That's Kimball still fighting for it, able to get it going the other way, but only momentarily. Long throwing down the sideline, met by Spitolnik. Kimball now comes up with it in the midfield, puts a nice move on his defender. He has Dotson on the close sideline. Anderson making up some ground, far post. Kimball plays to Dodson, still in control of it. Puts another one in the middle, and the keeper's able to catch it uncontested. Yishak comes up with it in the midfield, looking at his options, decides to play down the right side to Anderson, but a little too far and into keeper's hands. A high punt, only 8 minutes to play. Levesque able to get it across half field. Kimball's going to run through it and come up with the possession. Kimball beats his first defender but can't keep it close enough. Plays quick to Dotson. Dotson comes up with it through his defender, cuts it back for Ivory. His shot just high. A great look from Ivory around 12 yards out. Kimball, another good move in the midfield, trying to get it down to Anderson. Ooh. Kimball again beats his defender. Ivory cleans it up this time. Ivory beats yet another defender, leaves it down the left sideline for Spitolnik. His cross to the middle. Ooh. And Anderson comes for the second shot. Can't get the clean strike he was looking for. It was interesting. Number 4, Danny Castile, almost accidentally own goal all the way in the top corner, bounced off of the crossbar, and Anderson tries to come clean up. Yet another good look with only 6 minutes left for the Crusaders. Spitalnik looking downfield. Just a few feet long. Header up to Dodson. No offsides onto Dodson. He wasn't really expecting the ball to come his way. Ball played towards the middle to number 7. Lakegold almost gets caught well off his line. Number 7, that's Andrew Grizzle, the junior for the Saints. Almost gets a nice touch on it, but just wide, and Lakegold is able to let it roll out. Moore plays it long, finds Kimball in the midfield. Foul called onto Ivory. Another man down for the Saints. Crusaders still leading it 2-0, 4:34 left in the second half. Crusaders definitely just looking to survive and close this one out and extend their undefeated streak. In this MIAA B conference, this win would definitely set them up nicely to get a spot in the playoffs. This would also put them tied for the top spot in the B conference. Man will be able to make his way off of the field. That's Jordan Duckett of the Saints. He's been playing a nice game so far. I've had to say his name a lot. That will be number 18, Alex Clark, to take his spot. And the Saints have a free kick just short of half field. Ball headed to safety by Spitalnik, trying to get it upfield. Whistle blown, and it will be St. Paul's with the free kick. Ball played far from Levesque. Not many Navy shirts up the field. Ball headed on to Anderson. Missed his first touch, looking towards the middle now. The initial cross is blocked, forced to drop back to Yishak. That pass doesn't make it all the way to him. Moore makes a nice step out of his defensive role and is able to find it again, charging down the far sideline. Moore still with possession, Has that man on his back. Moore able to shield it. Still come up with the ball. Moore almost makes it past the goalie. A great run from Moore, and it will be called a corner kick for the Crusaders. Three men now dedicated to Yishak. Obviously, might see it come to Levesque. Also, a few men in the box. It is played short. Yishak plays it back onto Moore. He'll be called offsides. No surprise there. A good look from Yishak, but a yellow card given to Moore. I'm unsure what for. As Rentschler will come in for his spot. Moore's played an incredible game so far. We've seen him look very good on defense. He's put a stop to a lot of St. Mary's plays, as Levesque's going to put it far downfield as the clock ticks down to 2 minutes. Berger forced to play out of bounds yet again. Dodson plays it on to Kimball. Looking to play Rentschler down this right sideline. He has a man on his back. Tries to look for Dodson further down the sideline. Gets the throw in, and that will be Brendan Moore coming back in for Bronson Berger. Also played a sound game in the back line. Correction, does not come in for Bronson Berger.
I believe he came in for Ryan Anderson.
Berger just shifting upfield to take the throw in. We would normally see Anderson on the throw in. Looking towards the middle. Ivory almost finds the end of it. Gets on the end of it, sorry. And it will be a corner, I believe, for the Crusaders. Levesque's going to make his way there to take it. Only 45 seconds of one last shot for the Crusaders. Whipped in far post, keeper's able to come out. And a nice punt, but just no St. Mary's players there. Ball played deep yet again, and it looks like with 12 seconds, Crusaders are going to seal it. As that ball played high from Dodson, the Crusaders extend their undefeated streak 4-0 in conference. And a great game played from St. Mary's as well. I got to give it to him. Didn't play a horrible game, just couldn't get a lot going on offense. And with that, again, I'm Alton Bowser along with Sandra Campbell. Thanks to everyone behind the scenes making this all possible as well. Evan Hocker, the one and only Jack Galletti is our director. Daniel Gilmore on the primary camera. Drew Silverman on the secondary. And, of course, Mr. Byers, our executive producer. Thank you so much for watching.